Hey, what's up, Enviro Air? My name is Steven, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So, by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's cool as well. Now, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to jump right in here. The three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. So content is everything on your front page here. Now, most business owners, they understand that content on their front page is important, but they're really not sure how much content or what type of content. So the first thing I did is I grabbed all your words here on your front page and I put it into a word counter, and you have 451 words on your front page. Now, why is this important? Now, Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a front page, especially in the HVAC industry. This gives you plenty of opportunity to put in these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. Basically, what that is are the terms that people are searching for when they're looking for your services with an intent to buy. Now, I pulled up one of your main competitors in the area, and this is Jay's Heating and Cooling, and I put them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. Now, in the past 30 days, Jay's Raleigh HVAC, their website was found for 91 keywords and it was clicked on 530 times. Now, I went ahead and put you in the tool, your website. In the past 30 days, your website was found for 13 keywords and it was clicked on 22 times. So what we can actually do is go to our back to our competitor site. We can click on this number and look at the keywords that they're being found for and see where they're getting all their volume. So we want to pay attention to these ones with the locations behind them. We call these location based buyer intent keywords. So why this is important is if this Raleigh was not on here, it leaves like HVAC services up for nationwide searches and even global searches. So basically, you could have a company in California searching for HVAC services, and in some cases, it can pull up your site because you do not have a location. So any of these with the location, Jay's HVAC is a branded keyword, so you wouldn't want that. And that they're only being found for people that already know them. So all these you'd want to go down the list, and if you don't have them already, you want to put them on your site. So we'll go to your site, click and see what keywords you're being currently found for, and you have a lot of Garner ones, which is good. So it looks like you are ranking for Garner. It looks like you're for air conditioning repair, Garner NC, you're in the ninth position. So you're on page one towards the bottom, and your site was clicked on 4 times in the past 30 days. But if you want to rank for Raleigh or even Garner a little bit more higher, you can do that, right? But if Raleigh is on your radar, which I don't see if that's a location. Yeah, here we go. Absolutely. So I would definitely put it on there because Raleigh gets the most searches by far, and Durham. So what you'd want to do is go here and get all these, mirror these Raleigh-based buyer intent keywords and put them on your site, not once, but you'd find out how many times your competition, your top competition, has each of them on their site. So the ones they have on once, you'd want to put on your site twice. The ones they have on twice, you'd want to put on your site 3 times, so on and so forth. If you were to do that with the right amount of words, you would actually dominate in the content department in Google's eyes. So the next thing I'd like to go over is citations. Now, when people search these terms like HVAC services Raleigh, studies from Google have shown that about 45% of those people searching that are clicking right in one of these businesses. Now, this section is called the map pack. This has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that it's reviews that get you ranked in here, but that's not the truth. If that was true, Raleigh Heating and Air would be nowhere near this list, and air experts should be above service experts. So it's not reviews, it's not pictures, it's not anything like that. So what is it? It's citations. And what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory like Angie, Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, and there's a ton of them. And I'm sure you've got quite a few yourself. So we've seen that usually it's the businesses that have between 300 and 400 citations that actually get them to dominate this area. Good news is there's tools available that will actually show you what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So we could literally find out what and how many citations Service Experts has. You want to go down the list of what they have and match them. So for example, if they have 300 citations, you'd want to get citations from those same places, but then you want at least 50 to 100 more. The more the better, right? So if you had that 400, you would be dominant in this section, and you would be in the running for that 45% of people clicking. You would be in there for that. Now, underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results listing. And the number one spot here will get right around 40% of clicks. So they get the most click. This position right here gets the most clicks out of any business on Google, on this page anyway. So the main driver here is backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and it works kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. So for example, let's say you have a local blog page or even a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's going to help push you up in the rankings. However, since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have like Pizza Hut linking back to you. While that site is very popular, it does you no good because you don't sell pizza. So Google is not going to rank you for HVAC services, if that makes sense. So let's go back to this tool that I showed you earlier. Now this is your competitor. This is a backlink profile section right here. So Jay's Raleigh HVAC, their website currently has 327 backlinks. Let's check and see how many backlinks you have. You have 310. See, you are right on their heels here, but it's not necessarily the amount, even though that does help. Remember, it's the relevance. So we know success leaves clues, and we know that Jay's Raleigh HVAC is up at top for a reason, right? And backlinks is the main driver. So we can click on that number and it'll show us their entire list of backlinks. What you want to do is go through, and these are the websites they're getting their backlinks from. You want to go, and you only need one. They have expertise a couple times. You would just need one from them. But you'd want to go down the list, reach out to these websites, and get backlinks from all these websites. If you went down this entire list and did that, and you had the right amount of content and keywords, you would be right in the running for that number one spot on Google. What would really push you over the top, though, is if you grabbed the top 3 to 5 websites that are ranking on Google and you did the exact same thing with their backlinks. It would take some time, but you would eventually acquire all those backlinks and you would get indexed and you would eventually become the number one site right here. You would grab all that traffic. So just to recap what we went over today, the first thing is going to be content. So you want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this map pack. And the last thing is going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in the Raleigh-Durham area. Like I said, it would take some time, but if you implemented this, you would become number one eventually. Now, as I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's cool. Or if you want to take the most effective route, save yourself some time, you can book a discovery call with me. Again, my name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville, and you can just reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I hope this video was informative and helped you out. At the very least, I just ask that you give me a little bit of feedback on this video and let me know how I did. Other than that, I appreciate your time and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.